Yes, the more and more actually. So at the moment, for me, it feels like that there is like a constant community actually on the language, but it's very hard to answer actually from my perspective because I'm running this community from quite some time, and we started Kotlin user group like 3 years ago, and since like very small group we grew to like 1,300 people in 3 years. But the biggest jump we got like when Google actually announced support for Android platform. That was insane. That was like the community grew like overnight, you know, a few percent. Right now, this is like people are naturally discovering our community on meetup.com and other platforms, and I hope that it will grow even more. The language itself is very nice, and you can actually do a lot with it. It's not only for Android, you can do backend stuff, you can do JavaScript stuff, you can do native stuff. So it's very diverse in a way, and community also can benefit from that. So for me, the biggest challenge is that I don't really speak German. So sometimes, I mean, in Berlin, it's not that difficult. Like almost everybody speaks English, but sometimes, you know, there's like a barrier that you have to cross, you know. So this is one of the biggest problems for me. Another problem would be, or a challenge would be finding, you know, great speakers. Like sourcing speakers is something like very difficult. What else? Another thing that is very difficult is finding places actually for the meetups. But since Kotlin became like quite popular platform, actually companies actually are applying to us to organize our meetup, which is very nice. It became much easier at the moment. And one thing that I also struggle is actually exchange between another meetups. So as a meetup organizer, I would like to network with other organizers and just talk about problems, like the ones that I actually mentioned before. Maybe they have a better solution to source like people or do something different there. For me, this is like Google Calendar and in general like Google Suite, because actually I track every event and everything in my spreadsheets, you know, and everything there. I share those with my colleagues, organizers as well, so we can actually cooperate in single place. But to be honest, we don't have like any framework or anything like that, and we jump into when we have to do something on the spot, right? So it's very asynchronous. So this is my second time I'm on Codemotion, and I use this conference actually mostly for networking. So I'm trying to find speakers, I'm trying to find actually community members, promote Kotlin a bit here in Berlin mostly. I wasn't active that much actually on Codemotion platform, so I'm not sure actually what it even provides. So I focus mostly on conference, and I think it's a great place actually to be in.